brave Germanic warriors against Rome. The Germanic tribes were bound by kinship, honor, and an unyielding desire for freedom. Against the towering might of the Roman Empire, their warriors stood defiant. Though outnumbered and often outmatched in resources, they wielded the forest, the mountains, and their indomitable spirit as their weapons. This is the story of the brave Germanic warriors who faced Rome and forged legends that endured through the ages. Chapter 1. The Rise of Arminius. Arminius, known as the liberator of Germania, was the quintessential Germanic warrior. A member of the Cherusei tribe, he rose to fame for orchestrating the ambush of the Roman legions in the Teutoburg forest in 9 CE. Having served in the Roman military, Arminius understood their tactics, formations, and weaknesses. When the Roman governor Varus led 3 legions deep into Germania, Arminius saw his chance to unite the tribes against their oppressors. He used the dense forests and twisting paths of the Teutoburg forest to his advantage, creating a trap that decimated the Romans. Arminius's victory was more than a military triumph. It was a symbol of resistance. His warriors, clad in furs and wielding axes and spears, fought not for wealth or glory but for their land and freedom. Though he was later betrayed and killed by rival Germanic chiefs, Arminius's legacy lived on as the first great hero of Germania. Chapter 2. Thusnelda's Defiance. Thusnelda, the wife of Arminius, was as courageous as her husband. Captured by the Romans during Germanicus's campaigns in 15 CE, she was paraded through Rome in a triumphal procession, a spectacle meant to display Roman dominance. But Thusnelda's stoic defiance turned the spectacle into a moment of inspiration for her people. Despite her captivity, she refused to renounce her husband or the cause of the Germanic tribes. In her, the spirit of resistance burned brightly, showing that the courage of the Germanic people extended beyond the battlefield. Though her ultimate fate remains unknown, Thusnelda remains a symbol of unbroken will, a warrior in spirit, even in chains. Chapter 3. Sigurd of the Chatti. Sigurd, a chieftain of the Chatti tribe, became legendary for his hit-and-run tactics against the Romans in the 1st century CE. Known for his deep understanding of the forests, Sigurd used guerrilla warfare to harass Roman supply lines and ambush their patrols. One of his most famous exploits came during the Roman campaign to build a road through the Harz Mountains. Sigurd and his warriors launched nightly raids, disrupting the project and demoralizing the Roman engineers. At the Battle of the Narrow Pass in 48 CE, Sigurd lured a Roman cohort into a canyon, where his warriors rained boulders and arrows down on them, annihilating the force. Sigurd's resistance inspired neighboring tribes to join the fight, creating a coalition that held the Romans at bay for years. His name became synonymous with the cunning and ferocity of the Germanic warriors. Chapter 4. Ingundis of the Bructeri. Ingundis, a warrior queen of the Bructeri tribe, led her people during a period of relentless Roman incursions. When her husband fell in battle, Ingundis donned his armor and rallied her warriors, refusing to submit to Roman demands. At the Battle of the Misty Lake in 85 CE, Ingundis led a daring nighttime raid on a Roman camp. Using the cover of dense fog, her warriors infiltrated the camp and set fire to the Roman siege engines. The attack caused chaos among the Roman ranks, forcing them to abandon their campaign against the Bructeri. Ingundis's leadership demonstrated that bravery was not limited by gender. Her deeds became legendary among the tribes, inspiring countless warriors to rise against Rome. Chapter 5. Balomar and the Marcomanni Confederation. In the late 2nd century, Balomar, king of the Marcomanni, united several Germanic tribes to challenge the Roman Empire during the Marcomannic Wars. His vision and charisma turned scattered tribes into a formidable force. In 170 CE, Balomar led his warriors across the Danube and defeated a Roman army at the Battle of Aquileia. This victory allowed his forces to raid deep into Roman territory, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Though eventually pushed back by Emperor Marcus Aurelius, Balomar's leadership proved that the Germanic tribes could stand toe-to-toe with Rome when united. His story became a rallying cry for future generations of Germanic warriors. Chapter 6. Wotan's Chosen. Among the Germanic tribes, It was believed that the bravest warriors were chosen by the god Wotan, Odin, to fight in his eternal hall, Valhalla. Many warriors faced battle with this belief, turning the prospect of death into a mark of honor. One such legend is the tale of Ragnar the Red, a warrior of the Cimbri tribe. During the Cimbrian War, 113 to 101 BCE, Ragnar fought at the Battle of Noreia, where his ferocious defense of a mountain pass allowed his people to escape a Roman ambush. Mortally wounded, Ragnar died with a smile on his lips, believing he was ascending to Wotan's hall. The legacy of warriors like Ragnar instilled a fearlessness in the Germanic tribes, making them a relentless enemy on the battlefield. Epilogue continued, Eternal Warriors. Echoed across the centuries. The legacy of these Germanic warriors did not end with their battles but was immortalized in the foundations of Europe. Their victories and defeats against Rome shaped the cultural and political landscapes of the medieval world. The bravery of the Germanic tribes demonstrated that even the most powerful empire of its time could be humbled by the will and unity of those who fought for their freedom. Though Rome fell, the spirit of the Germanic warriors endured, influencing the formation of kingdoms and the rise of new empires. The stories of Arminius, Thusnelda, Sigurd, and countless others became folklore, their deeds passed down through generations. The resistance of the Germanic tribes was more than a military struggle. It was a fight for identity, culture, and the right to live free from foreign domination. As the forests of Germania returned to silence and the Rhine became a cultural and political boundary, the memory of the brave Germanic warriors remained, their courage etched into the annals of history. Legacy. The Sons of the Forest. The legacy of the Germanic warriors was not confined to their era. The kingdoms that arose from the tribes, the Franks, Goths, Saxons, and others, would go on to shape Europe in the medieval age. Leaders like Charlemagne and Alfred the Great were heirs to the traditions of their Germanic ancestors, blending their fierce independence with the administrative and military lessons learned from Rome. The very essence of Western Europe, the mingling of Roman governance with Germanic tribal culture, owes its existence to the brave warriors who refused to let their lands become another Roman province. Their defiance ensured that Europe would not be dominated by a single empire but instead become a tapestry of nations, each with its unique identity. Heroes immortalized. Arminius became the liberator of Germania, his ambush at Teutoburg Forest forever marking him as a symbol of defiance against oppression. Thusnelda stood as a testament to the strength of Germanic women, her courage in captivity inspiring her people long after her disappearance. Balomar united tribes in unprecedented ways, proving that even Rome's disciplined legions could falter when faced with the collective might of Germania. The anonymous warriors. From Sigurd's ambushes to Ingundis's daring raids, the unnamed fighters who gave their lives in the shadow of the Roman Empire deserve their place in his. Closing thoughts. From tribes to nations. The bravery of the Germanic warriors against Rome serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring human spirit. Their defiance, even in the face of overwhelming odds, teaches that freedom is worth fighting for, no matter the cost. From the misty forests of Germania to the marble halls of Rome, their battles shaped an era and left an indelible legacy on the world. The blood-soaked battlefields are now silent, but the tales of those brave men and women continue to resonate, reminding us that the spirit of resistance, courage, and unity can stand against even the mightiest empires. Let me know if you would like further elaboration on any warrior, battle, or moment in this epic saga.